What are the Bayware use cases? Bayware is a multi-cloud service mesh to securely interconnect application microservices on any cloud in any packaging. So you can migrate to clouds and microservices faster, simpler, and more securely. The use cases are focused around enterprises or managed service providers serving those enterprises. Migrating to the cloud, especially enabling hybrid cloud. A second use case, migrating to microservices, breaking a monolith into multiple VMs and maybe into containers. And third, creating a failover from one cloud to another or one cluster VPC to another. For context, Bayware does this by giving each application its own portable network all in software, so that Bayware runs over the top of any cloud infrastructure. It's owned by the DevOps team. The network becomes software objects in the CI pipeline. We do this with declarative communication intent that's based entirely on the application topology. So you only need to declare that application service A, the user interface, needs to talk to application service B, let's say the business logic, and B to C, the databases. We automatically create the identity, security, routing, and telemetry as network microservices that now belong to the application, and anywhere those application microservices appear, the network flow policy will automatically be created. Now, if you compare this to a standard service mesh where you have to add in a whole bunch of network and security elements in order to make that possible in a hybrid or multi-cloud case, Bayware does it automatically. This makes DevOps self-sufficient. So if we go back to the use cases and we look at the three tiers, let's say first we want to enable hybrid cloud. So we'll move our user interface to AWS and the flow instance will instantiate exactly the same way. If we decide we can break our application monolith into multiple elements of business logic, and let's say we put them in containers, again, since it runs on Linux, it'll instantiate exactly the same way. And if we create a failover between GCP and Azure, in this example, we'll discover those instances, and should one of those go down, all of the traffic will flow through the other one automatically. And in this case, we can keep the database in the private cloud, and all of these flow policies work exactly the same way. If we get more specific, say for an AI IoT use case, in the front end is a sensor doing inference, and maybe you package those in containers to have really tight security around your intellectual property, and you put those in multiple edge data centers. Again, the flows will be created exactly the same way. Let's say in your business logic case, you're not in multiple clouds, but just one cloud, but multiple regions in order to serve the edge data centers. And you may have multiple instances. Bayware will discover all of those instances, and if one region goes down, all of the traffic will automatically flow through the other region until you bring it back online. And in this case, the model and the data sets can still be in the private cloud. And all of this, again, identity, security, routing, and telemetry will all be created automatically. Our users tell us that compared to today's solution, Bayware is much faster, more portable, has excellent security. You get perfectly isolated professional-grade security automatically, and the same for telemetry, automatically created for the DevOps user. So I hope you'll want to learn more and go to bayware.io and maybe watch our demo. Thank you.